A year ago, I took a risk. I left behind everything familiar to chase a dream of restoring an abandoned villa in Sicily. 6 months since getting the keys, I can honestly say it was the best decision I've ever made. It hasn't been easy, but stepping out of my comfort zone has changed everything. If you feel stuck, if you're craving something more, watch this, because if I can do it, so can you. I'm just going to stick all this stuff in for now.
And they've cleaned up everywhere. Don't know where you got that timber, but
Get a strap down here, dude. At this point in the renovation, it feels like I'm constantly starting jobs, but never actually finishing them. Every task seems to lead to another, which means I'm always jumping between projects just to make progress. It's frustrating, but it's all part of getting the fundamentals in place. Right now, my main focus is on the essentials: water, electricity, and sewage. The first phase of the electrics is done. All the internal wiring is in place, but I'm still not at the stage where I actually have power. The next step is running the mains cable, which meant getting a trench dug from the house, through the planter beds, and into the main supply on the garden wall. This week, I had an excavator in, and he's dug the trench for the mains cable. While he was here, he also removed the 2 massive tree stumps on either side of the gate. That clears the way to finish digging the trenches for the planter bed footings, which need to be filled with concrete before I can run the mains cable. At the same time, I've been working on the rear terrace. I dug the footings and cemented the posts into place so I can get the levels right. There's a good reason I've started the terrace now. I need to build it up to its final height because it's going to house an important part of the water system. Originally, I was going to rely solely on the well for water, but I've decided to build an underground water tank as well. A 3 by 3 by 2 meter tank that can hold up to 18,000 litres of water. Rainwater from the roof will collect in the tank and feed into the pressure system alongside the well. Since I don't yet know exactly how much water the well can provide year round, having the tank as a backup is going to be really useful. If needed, the tank can also be manually filled, ensuring I never run out of water. Once that's all in place, the final step for the utilities will be getting the septic system functioning properly. The system is already there, but I need to make sure it's working as it should. It might seem like I'm constantly switching between projects, but everything is connected. I can't finish one job without making progress on another. Some jobs are long and tedious, and because I'm filming the progress for you all, try to mix in smaller jobs so it's not boring to watch. The good news is that once these core utilities are sorted, I can finally start working on the interior. I'm aiming for mid to late summer to begin the real transformation: kitchen, bathroom, flooring, turning this from a construction site into a home. Before that though, there's still a long list of jobs. The next big one is windows and plastering. The old windows need to come out, the walls need plastering inside and rendering outside, and then the new windows can go in. That should be quite a visual transformation. The flooring also needs to be tiled before I can replace the doors. So again, it'll be a case of doing half a job, moving on to something else, and coming back to finish later. That's just the nature of renovating, and I knew that going in, but I understand it might be confusing to watch. If you have any questions about why I'm doing things in a certain order, just ask. I try to explain as best I can in the captions. I've had a quote for the windows and doors, and let's just say it wasn't cheap. Most of the windows will stay the same size and in the same locations, except for the kitchen window, which I need to shorten. I've also decided to swap the roller shutters for classic hinged shutters, but given the cost, I might focus on getting the windows done first and leave the shutters until closer to completion. Once the doors and floors are sorted, I can move on to the kitchen and bathroom, then finally move in and start finishing the garden and patio. I'm also planning to repurpose the internal doors. Instead of replacing them, they're solid and well made, so with fresh paint, new hinges, and updated handles, they'll look completely different. So that's where things stand. Progress is being made, even if it doesn't always feel like it. If you're enjoying the journey, don't forget to subscribe and follow along. There's still a lot more to come.
he's taking it, but he's going the way you didn't want him to go, but I haven't told him which way to go.
You haven't?
Yeah. So what, is he on 300 a day?
I don't know. Is that 300 for this job?
Oh.
Like for a week?
splice it and try and do some horticultural.
Since setting up my YouTube channel, I spend a lot of time editing videos, replying to comments. I also have all my emails to deal with as well. So it takes up a lot of time and I'm in front of the computer quite a lot. So I needed a really comfy office chair to go along with the FlexiSpot E7 Pro electric, fully adjustable desk, standing, sitting, whatever. Absolutely blown away by that desk. So I needed a chair to go with it really, and a comfy one as well, as I spend a lot of time in front of the computer, unfortunately. So I ended up going with also FlexiSpot, the same brand, BS14 office chair. So why I chose this office chair: supports posture, back and neck, important for when I'm working long hours in front of the computer. It's got breathable mesh, so no sweaty back or anything like that. For, you know, we've all experienced sitting in leather chairs and stuff in the heat. You know, you can get like sweaty back and it can be a bit uncomfortable. With this, it's all mesh, so it's fully breathable, so I'm not going to have any of them problems, which I also think is going to be a big help due to the heat that we get in Sicily, which is pretty much most of the year. The other features, it's got a waterfall seat cushion, which reduces leg pressure and improves circulation, which is also a great benefit and welcomed. The chairs are also available in black and grey. I went for the black because it goes with the black legs of the desk basically, but the grey is also really nice. The other benefit to this chair is it's got loads of different seating positions and like fully adjustable, you know, to what works for you, which is going to hopefully relieve lower back pain and neck pain and stuff like that, which would be a massive help, as with all the lifting and mixing cement and manual work out here, my back aches quite a lot, so any sort of relief to that is welcomed. Overall, I'm absolutely blown away by the build quality of the desk that I previously got and the office chair as well. What I'm going to probably do is leave the description for both of the products, the links where you can get them from in the video description really, and you can make your minds up if anyone's interested in one.